the toddler and her mother, Angela, on the porch of an East Toledo home just one day before the toddler would vanish.
Bring Elaina home! Bring Elaina home!
Stephen King, the boyfriend of Elena's mother, was taken into custody.
Hey, where the baby is? You guys will see what I'm innocent. That's all I gotta say.
When you're in before I get you, because I'm coming for you today.
We brought you here today to discuss a major development that occurred over the past 24 hours. We were able to recover immature human skeletal remains.
Everybody clear out on the street now!
We wanted to find a body. We wanted to find that baby, which we did.
Baby Elaina's remains found in the garage behind the house after 3 months. Welcome back to After Dark. Our bold question for our jury tonight: did baby Elaina's mom know where her body was the whole time? A verdict by the end of the program. Joseph Scott Morgan, death investigator, with me. Let's take a look at the home where baby Elaina was. This is the Steinfurth home. We take a look at it. This is the outside, obviously, children's toys. You know, not the most well-kept house. But let's take a look now at the whole scene. The house here in the front, some additions there, the pool in the middle, and then that garage is in the back. We get another view of it over here as we take a look. Again, you can see where that pool is, but what I want you to really see, this is the garage. In our understanding, it's about 20 by 17 or so. 3 months her remains in there. What would you expect it to smell like, and how long would that smell last?
Yeah, good question, Vinny. I think the circle that you've drawn around the perimeter of this thing is rather accurate. What I would expect is, dependent upon the condition of the structure itself, the smell would permeate probably about 20 to 30 feet off in any particular direction. And a lot of that is dependent upon weather, direction of the wind, and this sort of thing. How long would it last? Well, probably what we're looking at is dependent upon the rate of decay. And we know that it was very, very warm up there this summer. The idea is that it would probably last for about 4 to 5 weeks tops. And then at that time, you'd see a sharp decline.
All right, let me bring in Fred Lefevre. He's from the radio station out in Ohio. You've been at that scene. The original search, they didn't find baby Elaina's remains. They did bring search dogs out there, didn't they?
They brought cadaver dogs out, Toledo police did. We were told at the press conference last week that we would have been surprised at the condition of the garage and that it would have been dangerous for the cadaver dogs to look. And I think one of the things that maybe your cadaver expert could maybe explain is, when does that smell start? Because Toledo police were there very early on. There was a second search by a private person with cadaver dogs who got a hit on the garage some weeks later.
Fascinating to know, but that wasn't followed up on, obviously. Let's bring in our own search dog that we have with us tonight, Tracy Sargent and Chance. Thanks again so much for being here. All right, we know the scene here. What takes place in a search, and how does a dog like Chance recognize what's in the air? How close do you have to be? And how does a dog like this signal to you that he's found something?
Sure, Vinny. These dogs are specially trained to detect human remains scent. So these dogs don't need a lot of scent to indicate to us that they smell something, and it's up to us to decide what is the dog responding to. So in this case, a dog would actually, as you mentioned, would respond outside the building as well as inside the building based upon certain wind conditions, temperature, how long the body had been there. So dogs can be very effective to not only determine where things are, but where determined things aren't.
Okay, well, we have a task for Chance tonight. You brought some bait with you.
Yes, sir.
That we have hidden in the back rooms of After Dark. Let's show the folks at home, but please cover Chance's eyes so he doesn't see where the bait is hidden.
Okay. All right. He can't see. Well, good evening, guys. My name is Tracy, and I wanted to show y'all something very interesting. This is a cadaver source. This is a cloth that has been in a body bag, and it has cadaver scent on it. The reason why we're hiding this is to show you guys how cadaver dogs work. So we're going to come over here and hide it up really high. And this is actually very difficult for search dogs to locate because of this height. But the reason why we're doing this is we have a surprise for you, because here shortly we're going to bring in a dog, and we want you guys to watch him and see if you can determine when he has this scent.
All right, what will Chance do when he recognizes the scent and there's a hit?
Well, there's a couple of things he'll do. We will give him the command. He'll start searching the area. They work very, very quickly, so he'll tell us where something isn't. When he gets to the source, he will have a change in body behavior, and then he will sit, and that will tell us, hey, he's got something in this area.
Chance looks like he's ready.
Yes,
You
he
ready?
is.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Chance, you ready? Let's go find the bait. Here we go.
Let's go.
He's moving quick already.
Yes, he knows what's about to happen.
Now, this has been here for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, so the scent is all over in the room. And this is what you would expect on a real search, that if we're searching in a room and a dog starts circling like this is to tell us that he is looking for that scent. Check it out.
He's close there.
Yeah.
Hops up.
Chance. What's happening is the scent is actually going to the back wall there. Chance. Here. Check out. This tells you how difficult this is. This is probably as hard as it could get for a dog. Check out.
He's just not tall enough.
And this is very typical of a search dog. He has the scent and he's trying to pinpoint it. There we go.
The bottom line, if a dog is doing this at this point with the other officers, we'd be able to step in
Absolutely.
and do a manual
And what
search.
he's telling us, it's up high. And this is very typical of what will dog do because he can't get to it. So if I have a dog that's responding this way, check. It tells me that we need to look up high. And now he's, wait, check up there.
He
Now
was just sitting
telling
down.
me.
He's
yes.
right. He's in the
He's
spot.
telling me.
And if you look, can you pull it down for the folks
Yeah.
so we can see where it is?
It's right here. He is sitting right below it. So, and what he is telling us by his body language when he was standing up is to tell us that the scent is up high. So now he had to work through this, and he sat to tell us we have scent in this area.
Mission accomplished by Chance.